Brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 34. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
His first throw is an interception. And the Rams get it back on his 6th interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. It's the first carry for the Auburn rookie. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. 8 yards to dig him partially out of that hole, and it's going to be 3rd and 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throw on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams parlay the interception into points. Carty with the extra point. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Connection made to Judy. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Setting up a throw. What a hit, and the ball's loose. Picked up by the Rams. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I'd take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he makes it to the start of the red zone down at the 20. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. We're back for the second quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. The give here on second. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Sly's kick is up and good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second and 8. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Hall running between the tackles. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's a short gain of 1. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Pass play coming here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Nice punt here. He'll get under this fair catch at the 9. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Rams will take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. Cut out left. And what hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Rams in possession. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. He'll pass it this time. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Caught by his back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and long for him here. Throw left side, complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
They'll try and punch it in. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing off the play fake here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He's trying another one deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. They're set up at the 35 now. To throw here on 1st down. Able to find Nakua here. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 43. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He's going to throw this one. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That one gains 7. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This ball's cut by Palmer. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Rams get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams make it a 24-point ball game.
Joshua Cardi to kick off for the Rams.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half.
Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another carry for him. Jukes out a one-stop, and they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup, and the Rams are going to have a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Back to the well again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Now we're on the counter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 from the 41. They motion the tight end over. They go play action on first. Catch is made down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Going ground on first and goal. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They'll hand it to him again. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot. But on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Right up the gut. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 3 on the gain. It's now 2nd and 12. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. On the move, headed right. He brings it in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Tucker now on the return. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he's brought down for a loss. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Rams football, and they don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. The Rams are set to punt. No return on that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun here. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Here's a throw. Connection made to Judy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Another try following the sack. Diving right side, got it!
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception, and some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
To the air, 3rd and long. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Starts the return at the 34. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. He picks up 16 on the good return. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Looking to the air here. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw. Connects with Johnson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll run here from the gun. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on first. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. Moving on into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want 2 here. They'll try to run it in. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wow, they're going to pass it here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it sets up 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He breaks a tackle. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Rams have likely locked up the win right there. George Kittle, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams stretch the lead to 23. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Rams are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.